Welcome to tonight's installment of Anime Reviews. Tonight I am taking a look at an underrated and forgotten series, and that would be none other than... Let me go downstairs to my collection of anime, video games, and cartoons, folks. Alright, I'm back. The anime I'm going to review is Level E. Created by my favorite manga author, the genius himself, Yoshihiro Togashi. You know him for two of my favorite shonen series. He worked on Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. Now, I have never heard of this series before, but I have read the manga that came out in 1994, which lasted for 16 chapters. Since I'm done reading it, I am going to take a look at the anime. We begin with the first story arc, a high school student slash baseball player named Yuki Taka who moved into an apartment until he met Baka, an alien prince who crash landed on Earth, moves in as Yuki Taka's roommate. Though they don't get along. In one scene, Baka references E.T.
Come on!
That was enough proof for Elliot.
I'm not a kid and you're not a little brown dude!
I have amnesia, okay?
And what's that? Some kind of alien video game controller? I wonder what kind of game consoles do aliens have?
Wait!
Wow. Did you see that, folks? Baka just jumped off a 5-story apartment. Well, of course he's an alien, and has blue blood. Plus he can heal himself, heals a cat, and brings a tree to life. Baka brings out the alien device, showing his true self, but it turns out the creature is his pet. Next we have these 3 aliens who are Baka's bodyguards talking to other aliens known as Discunians, who love baseball. As for Captain Kraft, he really hates Baka. At Yuki Taka's apartment, Baka's bodyguards show up and they are taking him back to his planet. Baka then brings in the body of a thug he beat up was actually a Discunian. Prince Baka may have a genius mind, Colin has stated, but he has a serious attitude problem which I'll get into later. Meanwhile, the Discunians break into the apartment, and it may look like something out of a horror movie, Double D. But guess what? Yep, Baka trolled them. But he's not just any troll. He's an alien troll. Episode 4 is just a filler episode involving aliens devouring female humans. By the way, I noticed the voice cast and the dub are very familiar to the Dragon Ball series and, again, Yu Yu Hakusho. Then we got the 5-episode arc where Baka captures 5 boys and turns them into Super Sentai-esque heroes. The Red Ranger told the other 2 Rangers that the teacher is an alien assassin. That's something I forgot to mention is that
there are hundreds of alien species living on Earth who come and go as they please. Some are friendly, others are hostile. But they all do their best to disguise their appearance and blend in with the locals.
You get the picture. Baka gives the kids the instructions on being color rangers. The alien assassin finds the rangers, and she knew who Prince Baka is. Next, the rangers enter a video game RPG that Baka created. Look at that. The monster's showing his ball sack. And look, a hybrid of Famicom and GameCube. That's awesome. I guess Baka's ship looks like a game cartridge. And those blue and yellow plant monsters look like nipper plants from Super Mario Bros. 3. When the kids transform into Color Rangers, it reminds me of the transformation sequence from Sailor Moon. Speaking of which, even the alien assassin in human form reveals her monster form. The Color Rangers head to the castle to see the king, where they have to stop the Demon Lord who sounds like Darth Vader, and has kidnapped the king's daughter, who is actually Baka, and it would appear he must have switched genders. I am going to be honest, I really despise the CG effects. Looking at them feels like something from PS2, PS3, or GameCube, though I don't usually comment on the visuals in my reviews. In the anime, Baka changes outfits and hairstyle, but that never happened in the manga. The Rangers point out their fingers and shout, I rest my case. Episodes 8 and 9 is another story arc involving female aliens who are searching for a mate, where this character named Kyoko wants to be a boy. I never liked this arc, but that girl I've mentioned should be fine the way she is. Episode 10 is another filler about an alien mermaid with two tails, and if she finds out you're lying... Yeah, that's what I thought. The show does have parodies. At the end of episode 4, you'll see a Final Fantasy parody on a billboard, Demon King Quest, a parody of Dragon's Quest, and Pizza Hut is just Pizza Hut, replacing a U with an O. Then we got the last story arc where Baka's brother Mohan, which sounds like Gohan, if you ask me, and Luna from Magra, the prince's fiancée, appear on Earth, and Luna wants to marry Baka so that he becomes the ruler of Dogra. Luna somehow was spying on Baka, meaning that she is behind this, and that Baka states that Luna and Mohan are imposters. There are familiar faces from previous story arcs appearing in episode 13. As I've said about the E.T. reference, Level E does contain references like Star Trek, Star Wars, or others.
Show you I will.
It would have been awesome if the show references Invader Zim, Alf, and Urusei Yatsura. Fun fact, the Japanese voice for Baka is done by Daisuke Namikawa, who did Hisoka in the current Hunter x Hunter anime, and Captain Kraft was voiced by Koyatsu Takahito, who I am familiar with because he worked on a series called Vice Kreutz Night Hunters. Forgot to mention that Prince Baka appeared as a cameo in Hunter x Hunter, both the manga and 2011 anime. Baka then meets Luna and Mohan, and as soon as Baka puts on the ring... Wait for it.
I will marry the rebel.
Yeah! In your face!
Well, Prince Baka, it would seem that...
You got trolled! Let me laugh even harder.
Final thoughts.
Level E may have some flaws, but still, it's a very good yet funny short-lived series. It's probably the first time I ever read and watched this series, even though I mostly watch and review 80s and 90s anime, and I wouldn't mind coming back to look at Level E once in a while. Well folks, this ends another installment of anime reviews. Till next time, in the words of For Neverworld, this is Lord Byako saying, remember the golden rule! Anime, video games, and manga for life, boy! Bow! Have an awesome day.